Welcome to Gamers Stew for the week of 9/22/11. I'm James Skillzity here, joined by Jeremy Lee,
What's up, guys?
and we got a pretty hefty show for you guys today, so let's get rolling. Um, so IGN released the top 25 Xbox 360 video games of all time. Let's just run through the top 10 real quick. Number 10 is Forza Motorsport 3. Number 9 is Gears of War 2. 8 is Assassin's Creed 2. Number 7 is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original. Number 6 is Portal 2. Number 5 is Halo Reach. 4 is BioShock. 3 is Fallout 3. Number 2 is Red Dead Redemption. And drumroll please for the number 1 game. Okay, I guess no drumroll then. No? No? Okay.
No, okay.
Okay, so the best Xbox 360 game is Mass Effect 2, which also was on the it was named the best modern video game of all time.
It's a good game.
What are your thoughts on the list?
I think number 1 was correctly chosen. That was a great game. I love Mass Effect 2.
Good game.
I still have it. I haven't beaten it yet, though, because gotta get the right stuff before you do the final boss.
Gotta get the good ending, so you don't get shit in Mass Effect 3.
Which also looks... Did that come out yet?
No, that's coming out in February.
I didn't think so. That looks good, too. I'm gonna play that, too.
Yeah. Kinect capabilities.
I really don't know much about the number 10, though, like Forza Motorsport. I never
Forza
really
3?
played the Forza games, so...
Personally,
Can't really say
I
much
like
about
Gran Turismo's better. But
I'm not really into racing games a lot.
Yeah, that's just a preference.
Except I like Burnout for some reason. I don't know why, but I like Burnout.
Racing games just piss me off, you know? They just piss me off. I think I've broken more fucking controllers from racing games than any other game
Yeah,
series.
I think when we played that Spirit of Speed,
Fuck.
that kind of just ruined all racing
That
games.
ruined racing games forever.
Oh, that was horrible.
LJN.
Oh,
They're
that's
the
a whole
reason I
different
hate a lot
video
of
right there.
things.
LJN. Oof.
They're the reason I'm a bitter man. Okay, so French gaming website has gotten some info on Nintendo's new add-on for the 3DS. It's called the Circle Pad, and you just kind of slide it on the back of their 3DS, and it adds a second analog stick, or analog nub. It's going to cost about $20, and it's going to require, I think, 2 AA batteries, I think they said. So far, they've announced 3 games that will be compatible for it. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater Remix, and then the other 2 are just, I'm blanking on them. So,
Yeah.
Oh, Nintendo.
I don't really see what the purpose was with the 3DS. I mean, I would be just as happy with a DS. Actually, I'd be happy with a PlayStation Portable. But if I had a DS or like a DSi, I mean, I wouldn't care if I had 3D. Like, I wouldn't go out if I had a DS. I wouldn't go out and buy a 3DS just for the hell of,
Now, the thing is, they, with all their, they contacted the companies saying that, not to make the 3D a really big part of the game. Because not everyone can see the 3D, and they want everyone to have the same experiences, which
Yeah.
leads to the point of why the fuck put it in 3D if you don't want it to be a big part of the game.
Yeah. Plus the 3D, like when I've played demos of it at places, the 3D doesn't really work that well, in my opinion. Like it's not as good as you would want it to be. I know it's hard because it's not it's a portable gaming system, but still, if you're gonna release something that you think is gonna be this amazing and it's gonna rack in this amount of money, you should at least put a lot of time in it and actually get it to work right.
Oh boy, did it rack in the money. Oh, sarcasm. Uh, and they're also that same website has been interviewing some game companies that are working on Wii U games, and they're saying that the Wii U doesn't work.
Oh,
Oh,
it's always good.
that's terrific. They're saying that the controller has to be calibrated and readjust every single day, and oh,
It's tedious.
it's tedious. And some of it's just Nintendo, Nintendo, Nintendo,
I
Nintendo.
yeah, I do not have the attention span to recalibrate my controller every day. I hate even reconnecting my Xbox 360 controllers when they turn off. I mean,
Yeah, that's a
that's how
bitch.
bad it is with me.
That's a
But
bitch. Let's
I didn't really like the Wii. Didn't really when it first came out. I remember you got it, and then I went and I went to try it at your house, and it was really awesome the first week.
yeah,
And and then it was just like it's kind of getting old, and sometimes you do just want to sit down
yeah.
and
It's
play a
just
game.
sit down and play a game. That's how you want to play a game. I don't want
And
to.
by the end, when you before you I don't when we really stopped playing it before the end, we didn't really stand up at all.
Yeah, I
Even if
mean,
we did play like Wii Sports or anything, we would just sit down.
yeah. You just sit down and
You just
like those.
want to sit down and play a
Sit
game,
down
you
and
know?
wave your arms frantically. Just works the same.
The
And
one really cool game that came out for the Wii that I thought, and I still kind of think is cool, but I thought they could do better things with it was Wii Music.
yeah,
I mean, I liked
Wii
the
Music.
game.
It was amazing when they first announced it for the Wii. When they first announced the Wii, that was what they used at the press conference. Miyamoto came up and started playing some stuff, playing the Zelda theme, I think, or the Mario Brothers theme, one of them, and it was just like, this is the best thing ever. And then it came out about 2 years later,
I
and yeah,
would have liked to be able to create my own songs with it, but oh well. Anyway, the Wii U isn't that like the second like Wii 2 technically?
kinda. It's kinda is, but not in the same way. It like that makes complete sense at all. It's meant for the hardcore gamers, and I put that in quotation marks. Which it
If you're a
probably
hardcore gamer,
this is
I really don't
Nintendo
think you're
here.
gonna be buying a Wii anyway.
Yeah, this is
So.
Nintendo here. They're not geared towards the hardcore gamers at all.
No, no.
Their
But
online capability, their online just sucks. It just flat
yeah,
out sucks. So, except in Brawl, Super Smash Bros. Brawl was pretty good. Their online play.
yeah, it was okay. Back to the circle pad. I just have a little thing to say about the circle pad.
All right.
It's like I don't understand why you need that. I don't get it. Like it's so bulky and it's so just I'd really just rather use the arrow keys and
You
just
know
get a
why?
whole
You
another.
know why? Because Sony, when they announced their PlayStation Vita, they added that second analog stick, and everyone was like, second analog stick. Thank you, finally.
Yeah,
And
I'm
they
not
just
gonna
want
spend $20 just for an analog stick.
exactly, and they're coming out with another version of the 3DS that probably will have that analog stick already on it.
Yeah, so why not just wait? If
Exactly.
you really are wanting, the analog stick, if you're really set on using it,
So
why not
far,
just wait for the second one to come
so
out? I
far,
don't-
there's only a few good games for the 3DS. The main one being The Legend of Zelda 3D, The Legend of Ocarina of Time 3D, and then Street Fighter. That's about it.
Street Fighter.
That was one of the worst launch titles I can remember. Was the 3DS? It just bombed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gears of War 3, it's out finally.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Get
It
to
is
end
out.
it on a pretty high note. I mean, this game has been really getting its good publicity and everything. People are loving this game. I mean, it's getting 9 out of 10s, 5 out of 5s, 90s out of
Wow.
100. This game is just insane. Um, it recorded at launch, 13 million copies were sold, bringing in about
Yeah.
$1.3 million in revenue for Epic Games and
That is
Microsoft.
a lot of money.
That
Wow.
passed any Halo game that has ever come out, and Halo is Microsoft's flagship series.
Yeah, it is.
That
Wow.
is just incredible.
Well, then again, I'm not really a big Gears fan, so I didn't really pay attention much about what, was new in the game. I mean, I've played Gears 2, and to tell you the truth, I kind of didn't like Gears 2 that much.
The Gears 2 story was kind of all over the place, and it was just frantic.
I mean, not just the story. I didn't like the controls that much either. I mean, you would get up to an enemy and you want to chop them in half with a lancer, and then it just didn't work for me. Like I
Yeah,
just get up
if you would have
and
got
they would
it,
just kill me, and it was just like, damn it! I want to cut something in half. Let me do it. But
but
I mean, I can see why people are liking it because I remember in the first two games there was pretty much no multiplayer except for Horde. Was it Horde? Was it called Horde or?
yeah, Horde is in Gears.
Yeah, yeah. Which is just like trying to think of an example of like a very very well known game. That has the same
It's
format.
kind of like Firefight.
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
play Halo.
yeah, exactly. Just waves of enemies and you have to kill them all.
Which can be fun if you have the right amount of people.
Yeah. But if that's the only thing you can do, it kind of gets old if you do want to play online.
But I mean,
and
then
they added.
they have that online multiplayer. They have the great deathmatch, team deathmatch. I do believe they have CTF, which is it's kind of CTF. It's capture the leader.
Yeah.
So
Is that in the new one or the old one?
no, that was in 2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
See, that tells you how much I really know about Gear there.
but I guess Horde 2.0 and Gears 3 has a tower defense element to it, where you can buy like barricades and everything for your little stronghold and like turrets. So
Yeah.
it adds a little bit of element of strategy into it as well.
Plus, I've heard a lot of good things about their new, team deathmatch modes and that. Like they
It
really
doesn't lag.
highlighted it.
It,
Lag?
there's no horrible lag like in the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah, that's why most people didn't like really want to play that game mode. I'm guessing is because of the lag. Lag sucks whenever you're playing online.
Lag
It's
is
just,
horrible.
it
I-
just sucks.
I
But,
never get lag. That's why I'm a huge fan.
yeah, and I think it deserves to be this well off starting, at release because they really advertised the hell out of this game.
And also, that people are going to buy it.
Yeah, you're gonna make at least,
A couple million
yeah,
this game.
yeah.
Within
Because
this first year, I can imagine them by this time next year, it's probably going to make a couple mil. Maybe
Yeah,
about
it's
$2 million. Yeah, about $2 million, $2 or $3 million, somewhere between that.
Yeah. It's insane. I think it deserves it. They really worked hard to put this game out there. Say, hey, this is coming out. Look what we did with it. Go buy it.
Yeah.
Which I
And-
didn't.
And the thing with Epic Games is they have a lot more freedom and leeway than a lot of other companies have. They can, extend their release date a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not going to make their shareholders unhappy because they know that this is going to be one hell of a release, no matter what they
Yeah.
put out.
And if you look at that's the reason why a lot of these games that are so hyped up to be amazing are just kind of just, uh,
Yeah.
good example. I know you know what I'm thinking about right
Dead
now.
Island?
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
It's hyped up to be so good.
Still,
And then
still can't find enjoyment in Dead Island.
it's because it was just released too early.
Yeah.
If they kept it longer, it would have been better. But it was just too early.
But then again, this was their first AAA title coming out, so I give them credit for making a
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain. It was okay, but it wasn't really good.
okay. It was
It
okay,
was,
but it wasn't okay.
exactly. That's the best way to put it. I don't really know of anything else to say.
Yeah.
But
Um. So also, something that released yesterday was Resident Evil 4 HD on the PSN and XBLA.
hmm.
They remade RE4, so it's just
Oh.
another version that I can buy and beat about 700 times.
I do like that game though. It's a fun game.
It was fun. I mean, it was they Capcom had balls.
Yes, they
They
did.
had balls to make that the control and the camera just completely different than any other Resident Evil game.
Yeah. So the now what is it coming out for? What?
It's out for the Xbox Live Marketplace and then
Oh,
also
okay.
PlayStation Network
Yeah,
for $20, I do believe.
it's not bad.
No, I mean this is also another game that's been getting pretty healthy reviews, about eights and fours across the board. So
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, I mean it's still a good game.
Yeah, even now it is.
I prefer that
Wow.
over Resident Evil 5. But
Yeah, I'm not. Well, I didn't. I like the Resident Evil series. I'm just not big into it. I didn't even play Resident Evil 5. I played Resident Evil 4 and like the older ones for like the PlayStation 2 and stuff. But most of all, the game I've played the most out of the Resident Evil series is 4.
yeah,
So
which is a good one.
yeah, which is if you're new to the Resident Evil series, that's a good way to like really put you onto it. Just play 4.
Yeah, and also they didn't they made it so the puzzles weren't, mind-boggling as much, and it
Oh,
wasn't
that's
as
good.
scary as the other ones.
I like the scary part of it. It kept you on your seat, but then that puzzle that the wow, what's the word
Puzzles
I'm
and
looking for here?
such.
Yeah, the difficulty. Oh wow, I can't
The
believe I
difficult.
didn't know. The difficulty of the puzzles were like sometimes impossible. You just had to look it up.
Yeah.
At least for me, that's what it was.
There are a
But
few. There were like one or two that I had to look up, but
yeah,
nowhere near as many as I did in like 2 or 0.
yeah,
Which I mean, we're both still great games, but
they are.
they're great to add to your collection.
Yes, if you are an avid fan, or just looking for a good time.
Yep. 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 So I think that wraps it up for this week. Thank you, Jeremy, for adding your little views and opinions on things.
Yep.
And to end it off, I'm gonna do a quote by Sid Highwing from Final Fantasy VII. The quote is, "Sit your ass down in the chair and drink your goddamn tea." So, see you guys next time on Gamer Stew.
See ya.